Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Once again, it is time for my lifter Michelle's vlog. And again, we're getting ready for meets coming up by the end of the year. We still haven't figured out why all the footage she sends me looks fuzzy like this, because when she uploads it to other places, it's fine. Just when it gets sent to me, it's like this. We're just going to run with it. We started the week off with a floor press for max effort. And then we proceeded to do for supplemental work, flat bench paused, incline bench, some JM presses. We did barbell rows. And again, very, very happy with the way her benching form is looking these days. Much better, getting good pauses in, finding her strong points. We still need more pec. Right? Her triceps are very strong. We know from her JM presses, we know from her closed grip. So we need to continue to build her pecs up. Of course, we've run into some issues in the last couple of weeks completely outside of the gym. Notice she looks a little thinner. She got food poisoning, got sick, dropped a bunch of weight. Actually had to go to the hospital. Yet she's back to training and still hasn't regained all the weight from it. But strength has not really been hampered, so we're pretty happy there. Same thing before leg day. She had a injury at a photo shoot. That we're kind of working around, but nonetheless, her strength is still good. So, all things considered, we've got to be happy there. But that's something I've come to expect from Michelle at the time I've been coaching her. That's just how she is. She can get sick, she'll get hurt, and she'll just keep training. She'll just put in the effort and work around it. Kind of no matter what's going on, she's consistent. And for me as a coach, having that consistency is kind of a big deal, because that's pretty rare. I mean, even among people who compete, right? You'll get your lifters who compete, or your competitive athletes, who will tell you how hard they're going to work, right? They'll tell you. But then there's consistency issues. There's following through issues, right? A lot of times they fail to follow through correctly. They fail to execute. So again, it's that bravado you'll see with your clients. This is something I've learned more and more as a coach, that it's almost a red flag. And I think a lot of coaches out there will understand. It's a red flag when someone says something like, I'm going to be the hardest working lifter you have. All I can say about that is, as a coach, I know that person's not going to stick it out for the long term. I have never, ever in my life as a coach had a lifter come to me, or an athlete come to me with that line who made it a full year. Not once. Not once. Usually when you get an athlete who tells you that, you're going to be really, really, really lucky if you get 3 months out of them. Take Michelle. She doesn't brag about any of that. She just puts the work in. Like, I give her a sheet. She's like, oh, I had to go to the hospital. I got sick. I'm going to finish the sheet up the first thing Monday. We're like, what? Sorry, I got behind. Like, you understand what I'm saying, the difference here? Okay, that's the difference between your actual champions and your people who have a ridiculous work ethic to the point where you worry about them. It's kind of like, maybe you should take some extra days off. What are you doing? Okay, that's that type of work ethic as a coach is very, very rare to see in your athletes. Okay, it's rare. But when you see it and you can work with them long enough, you're going to see some serious results. And that's where we are. I mean, gosh, how long ago was it when she was a 200-pound deadlifter? She's pulled 330. Still going up. wanting to get to 405. You know, she's made it clear to me. She's like, I want a 405 deadlift. I want a 315 squat. I want a 225 bench. And then, but then it's, she doesn't then obsess over those. She's like, you just tell me what I need to do to get there. How do I need to make this happen? What is required of me to reach these? You know? But yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with a lifter like this. She's going to put in the work no matter what. And it's going to be consistent. 100% consistency. Wish I had 20. I wish I had 20 like that. I really do. You know, as a coach, as particularly with my competitors, I wish I had 20 of those. Because I have champions who aren't even like that. I have people who are still winning who don't bring that level of consistency. But the rest of the work, you guys kind of see what she did through the week. Max effort upper, max effort lower, dynamic effort upper, dynamic effort lower. Now we've replaced split squats and lunges. She's doing these because she has a pretty nasty cut on her leg, which we don't see here, so that's good. Tattoos are covering it up a little. She got banged up pretty bad at photo shoot. She said her foot fell down a sinkhole at the beach. So we're adjusting this just because the split squats were a little problematic for her with that. So we're doing these lunges, reverse lunges instead. And we've replaced the leg press with this. We need to get those legs up more. Got to get her legs up. All right. So we do all this, and then we'll finish up with the reverse hypers, which you guys know how I feel about those. And yeah, I still keep her volumes relatively high. All right. Her volumes are higher than my average lifter. She's got the work capacity to tolerate it. She does a ton of conditioning outside of this, though. Yeah, I'll finish up with the reverse hypers. Again, very successful training week. Surprisingly successful, all things considered. But you know, it's I've come to expect that from Michelle. That's just what she's going to do. She's going to be consistent, no matter what's going on. So, you know, again, just a little bit of respect from Coach there. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.